Time for a look at your West Tennessee forecast with meteorologist Brian Davis.
And a very good evening, everyone. On this Sunday night, let's go ahead and take a look at what's happening in the weather. It is the tropics. Yes, we're going to get into that. But also, I wanted to show you something that we had from last night. I'd been promising this. Anyway, this is a storm that was severe. It came into Lake and Obion County and moved towards the Kenton area. So we took the video, kind of sped it up, but we had a very nice view of that storm. Look at that. The entire thunderstorm we were able to capture out there in Kenton in those flat areas. It's almost like being out in the plains when you're there. But very impressive thunderstorm. Thankfully, we didn't hear any bad news concerning that. And so far as we know it, everything's all right. That didn't stay severe very long. It basically just got out of the Lake County area last eve, and then it within about 15-20 minutes, it dropped below severe limits. And that was actually just as it had dropped below the severe limits coming towards the camera. Well, let's see. There's another thing that we should talk about, and that is the tropics. I kind of got an early start on it when I came on, but we have Tropical Storm Bertha, and then you can see the projected path that Bertha is expected to take. And you can see with the radar activity there, the counterclockwise flow. And as I was able to see this on the visible imagery earlier this evening, it really was starting to look more defined. Of course, you know, it doesn't look too good on the infrared imagery. It just doesn't. Infrared doesn't have the great resolution that we get during the daytime, but you probably saw it right before I came on. It didn't look that impressive, but definitely on radar, we're seeing those bands coming into the center of that circulation. And that's going to be Tropical Storm Bertha. Right now, it's not forecast to become a hurricane, but it could become a high-level tropical storm and continue right down the coast there, Louisiana coast, Mississippi, over to eastern Texas. And that's kind of bad news because we could have flooding out of that situation. You don't want these slow-moving tropical storms moving slowly right down just off the coast, because that certainly can lead to flooding. Well, let's take a look at some of our live conditions right now. 84 in Savannah. It still feels like 92, but we'll get some of that rain nearby, at least nearby, and that'll help to cool it down. In Parsons, 84. I've been seeing some lightning in this live cam view here in the last little while. Here in Memphis, 86, and every now and then you can see some distant lightning from the storms that are just east of Jackson right now. And then as we look live here in Trenton, 82 degrees. So things are cooling down, especially over near where the rain is located. Now, it's not been raining, it's a little warmer. You can see a lot of 80s out there, but over in our eastern counties, near the storms and rain, we're dropping into the mid 70s right now. The winds have shifted more out of the north and northwest for right now. We've got a cold front that's coming down through northern parts of West Tennessee, and that's one reason we're getting so many storms that are breaking out later in the evening, or we should say into the nighttime hours. The radar is still pretty decorated as expected. We talked about this at 5 o'clock, how that we'd see quite an abundant amount of storms going into the nighttime hours. And again, we're getting that just a lot of lightning in and around Jackson right now along I-40. None of this looks severe as far as the wind profiles within the storms, but this is going to be ongoing late into tonight and even into the early morning hours of tomorrow. You'll see that on the Futurecast here in a moment. It's very decorated as that frontal passage is coming through. Then we've got a few storms possible again tomorrow. No surprise there, but here's what's going on. We've got this cold front that is dropping down into North Tennessee, and we've got this low pressure down at the surface, so that helps to pull all the moisture in, and that can help create some storms. Now, through today, it's been a severe risk up north of us, but by tomorrow, or Tuesday, I should say, we're going to be looking at a severe risk including us. We will not be included as we see it right now until Tuesday. There you can see a good chunk of West Tennessee is going to be included in that 1 out of 5, which is the lowest end. But, we still got a couple of days, so this could be changed for the better or for the worse between now and then. And if it's anything, it would be for the worse if it's seemingly lately. Futurecast, really busy right on through midnight with showers and storms. Again, mainly what we've been getting, and the flood threat will be the highest part of this, as well as the lightning. Now, as far as any winds over 60 miles an hour, I'm not seeing that, but certainly plenty of moisture to form raindrops and make for 2 to 3 inches of rain. And there's an indice for that. And we could write a book on it, but we can actually see that with weather balloons, how much moisture is potentially in that sky above us to fall, and what it would be when it all came down to the ground. And right now it'd be about 2 to 3 inches. And some of you have been getting that already. That's why we got the flood advisory that's been issued for a lot of our eastern and central counties. That's showing up in the bottom of the screen there. Now, as we wake up in the morning, I think most of the showers and storms are out of here by daylight. It'll mainly be some patchy, dense areas of fog. And then we're going to be warming right back up again. Yeah, it's going to be a nice cool down tonight with that small front coming through. But tomorrow it warms right back up. 94 degrees, a few showers and storms, afternoon, same old, mid-70s for tomorrow night. And then check out Tuesday, 97 degrees. Now, that's going to be any of those storms that form, they're going to be packed with lightning just like we're having tonight. But the good news is we get another batch of showers and storms Tuesday night, mainly past daylight hours. Tuesday night, and then behind that is going to be some upper 80s for a few days. And I know we can handle that after these heat advisories. All right, guys, that's a look at your nighttime forecast, and we'll be watching the storms throughout tonight. If any of them if they were to jump out there and get severe, you'll know about it. All right, take care. Have a great night, everyone.
We are West Tennessee Weather Channel.